Out of this.
Yep.
Yes, she is.
She is, no sir.
Yep. And I just think it's really fine that they have the opportunity to put on such an affair as this, and for all of us to be able to meet again and share some good words and good times. Chris and Ralph, they came all the way from California for this.
Yay!
Isn't that
nice? We're going to send the cold back. Tell them we're going to send the cold back.
And Julie, she came from Toronto, I understand.
Whoa!
But she says she's not going back. She doesn't think it's too good. She says if people up there say aye. Strange talk, huh, Julie?
I was up there last week.
Well, it's all right. If you compare Toronto to Chicago, I'd say it's pretty good. But I came from Muskegon, and if you people haven't been to Muskegon, we don't have this kind of traffic. We don't have bridges that open, you know, when you're ready to go over it. I tell you, I think that the only reason you tolerate it is you've become accustomed to it.
No, it's gorgeous. We love it.
Thank you very much. Well, that's all I have to say.
You don't have Muskegon either, do you?
What's that?
You don't have this view in Muskegon.
This smog?
Those are clouds. We're in the clouds.
Thanks very much for your attention. Appreciate it, and I hope I'll see you all again.
All right, Uncle Ralph. Okay, Signy. You want an introduction? Signy, you have the floor. You're more than welcome to say a couple minutes.
I don't know how to talk in this thing.
You don't have to worry about the mics. All you got to worry about is just saying what's on your mind. Just relax. We love you. Because the mics are on.
Okay. Hello, everybody. The birthday girl today is my sister-in-law, Jeanette. And all I want to say, I love you, Jeanette. And thank you for this beautiful party.
Whoa!
First, I want to thank everybody for coming. It's incredible to see all these people. I haven't seen some of these people in 20.
Wait a minute. Hold it. I'm not 20 yet.
20 or even 20 or even 30 years. We have neighbors here. We have a lot of relatives here. We have even friends that Jeanette made when she was, believe it or not, in grammar school. Can we hear? Let's hear a hand from the people from grammar school.
Oh my God.
In any event, that says something about the person. Someone who has made so many friends and has received so much respect from so many people, including relatives and neighbors. Jeanette's been, well, our family has been in Wooddale for, I think, 40 years. We have neighbors at the back table there. Table number 6.
Whoa!
In any event, all these people that are here today, before I begin, all know or have known my father, Gustav. And he's unable to be with us tonight. And although he's with us all in spirit, I just wanted to to include him in this tribute to Jeanette. And he's been a very important part of my life, and I know my brother and sister as well. And we wouldn't want to do this tribute to Jeanette without him. And although he's not here, we would like to spend a moment of silence to remember him. So if we could all spend one moment to Gustav. Thank you. Now what we're going to do is, my sister and I, well, the band have gone on break, so we have to fill the time in. So what we're going to do is a small, if you will, "This Is Your Life, Jeanette," and as well, so that everybody can have this all hit at home. We've included some historical facts as well. And if you understand the song, it's "As You Were, Mother." I don't know when that's from, but years ago. So anyway, I'd like to begin, as time goes by, the tribute with a little bit of background. Everybody here knows one part of Jeanette's life, but not many people know all of her life. And we're going to try to put the puzzle together for you in a short period of time. And so we're going to start with her birth, which was November 14th, 1911. And she was born on Sophia Street in Chicago, and she was delivered by a midwife. Her parents, Herman and Frida Freeval, were of Scandinavian background. Frida was born in Sweden, and Herman was born in Iowa of Norwegian parents. To set the scene for Jeanette's early years, I must remind you that in 1911, William Howard Taft was president. I don't even remember him at all. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Irving Berlin popularized the rhythm of Alexander's ragtime band. Ragtime set off a nationwide dance craze. Waltzes and polkas gave way to a host of new dances, many with animal names, such as the foxtrot, the bunny hop, the turkey trot, the snake, and the kangaroo dip. I don't remember that one either. Partners during this period were not permitted to dance close. Bouncers tapped people on the shoulder if they got closer than 9 inches. Vaudeville reached maturity around 1915, and also in the teens, jazz came north to Chicago from New Orleans. The country was in the height of the industrialization age. Ford Motor assembled a car in 93 minutes, which was 1/10 the time it had taken 8 months earlier. DuPont opened its lab in 1911, Eastman Kodak in 1912, and Standard Oil in 1919. Income tax was made part of the Constitution in 1913 as the 16th Amendment. This period of time produced talented people in the lively arts. The work of Picasso, Cézanne, Matisse, Van Gogh, and Gauguin dazed and dazzled American observers. Poets of the time included Robert Frost, Edgar Lee Majors, and Carl Sandburg. Woodrow Wilson served 2 terms during this decade while Jeanette was busy in school. Whoa! She attended preschool at the Pine Avenue Presbyterian Church. Is that right? She continued her education at Byford School while living in Austin, a town later annexed to the city of Chicago. The Freevals, Sister Helen, Brother Ralph, Mom and Dad, during, what were you going to say?
Does everybody know Aunt Helen and Uncle Ralph?
Maybe that's a good idea. Everyone met Uncle Ralph, but you can stand up again.
Uncle Ralph took over the microphone. But how about Aunt Helen?
Aunt Helen?
Yeah.
Can you all stand up so everyone can meet you?
Stand up.
Yeah.
Yes, come on in.
Yay! The family of five, the Freevalls, lived in various locations during World War I. They even lived a period of time with their grandpa and grandpa Freevall because the times were hard. The 20s were an exciting time. Women were allowed to vote in 1920 with the adoption of the 19th Amendment. Warren G. Harding was the president.
Ooh.
And the urban culture had witnessed important changes in the American family. A new freedom for women and children seemed to be emerging. Women began to rebel against Victorian restraints. They cut their hair short, they raised their skirts above their knees.
Whoa.
And get this one, they bound their breasts.
Who wrote the script?
It's true.
Those were the days.
Honest engine. So this became the flapper image. For the first time, women smoked cigarettes, they wore rouge, and drank in public.
Whoa.
And guess what? The divorce rate roared. It soared and roared. Popular figures during the 20s included Al Capone, Jack Dempsey, Gene Tooney, Babe Ruth, and Charles Lindbergh. Two popular songs of the decade included Hot Lips and Burning Kisses. The movies of the day were Mabel's Room, A Shocking Night, and Women and Lovers. Popular people included Theda Bara, Clara Bow, and Rudolph Valentino.
Ooh.
Calvin Coolidge and Herbert Hoover each served one term as president, and the end of the decade saw tragedy with the fall of the stock market in 1929. And I'll let my sister take over from here.
Oh, sure.
Hang in there. No, that's not where here.
Right here is where I am.
Okay, Jeanette graduated grammar school in 1926 and entered Austin High School, where she was an Austin Times reporter. Her classes were held at Austin in a portable trailer as the school was overcrowded. One of Jeanette's memories of Austin was an instance where two of her classmates put rubber shoes in a potbelly stove, and the stench was so great that the students had to evacuate.
Whoa!
Jeanette's class was the first to graduate after the crash of the stock market. In 1930, jobs were very scarce, and she was very lucky to have an offer to work for Mr. Kramer, who owned and operated a display company in Chicago. Here, Jeanette made train tunnels for parts of the American Flyer electric train set. Between 1930 and 1932, she had more than 8 jobs. The unemployment agency she paid worked secretly with the employers to quickly turn over the employees. They split the unemployment fees during this economically poor times. In 1938, while President Franklin Roosevelt struggled with the economy, Congress set the minimum wage at 40 cents an hour.
Whoa!
Jeanette landed a job in 1932 at the Mantle Lamp Company at 223 West Jackson, where she stayed for 9 years. Even though the 30s were tough times, they were memorable. Plastic was invented, Planters peanuts were sold, Good Housekeeping magazine was popularized, and Elsie the cow became a familiar logo.
Cheer for Elsie.
Popular cars were the Pierce Arrow, the Duesenberg, and popular figures of the decade were W.C. Fields, Mae West, Elson Neddy, and Ma Barker. Eleanor Roosevelt, Helen O'Connor, Kate Smith, and Judy Garland Jesse Owens, a black American runner, won a gold medal in Hitler's 1936 Olympics. The 1940s brought many changes in Jeanette's life. She met and married Gustav in 1941 and quit her job of 9 years with the Mantle Lamp Company. World War II broke out, and Jeanette went to work for Ragnar Benson. Her brother-in-law, Ragnar, was very busy as he had a huge government contract with Electromotives where he built machine foundations. Marriage and pregnancy brought and ended the work with pay for Jeanette. Alan was born in 1944 and I followed in 1946.
Whoa!
Jeanette and Gustav sold their home at 2940 Montclair and bought 5 lots in Wooddale with a $6,000 profit. They moved New Year's Eve 1946 into the house they had built on Potter Street. That is the Potter Street plan over there. Aside from World War II, this decade is known for discovery of penicillin. Nylons and garters were popular also, as well as saddle shoes, bobby socks, and drive-in movies.
To Illinois Illinois toll roads, as she wanted to earn money for a Florida vacation for the family.
Yay, Florida.
Popular figures of the 50s were Mickey Mouse, Elvis Presley, Peggy Lee, and Patty Page. President Eisenhower ran the country in the late 50s. The popular fads at the time were the hula hoop, the autograph books, 3D glasses, tap and ballet dance, baton, and poodle skirts. And also cramming into telephone booths or cars was a fad.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. And Chinese fire drills too, I think you said that. The colored Chinese fire drills, where you would get out of a car and run around it at a stoplight and then jump back in. The color pink was popular. Remember, Aunt Signe? We had pink Chevys.
We wanted Cadillacs, but we had to go for a pink Chevy.
Yeah, we wanted Cadillacs, but we went for pink Chevys. Okay, and then also part of the people were popular were beatniks and also home parties like Tupperware and things like that. Dances of the time included the stroll, the circle, the calypso, and the bob. Popular TV shows included I Love Lucy, Leave It to Beaver, and Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California again. Ralph, we have to hear from California people here. As well as Colonel Sanders' Kentucky Fried Chicken, that opened in the 50s. Crest with fluoride, ballpoint pens, and minute rice flooded the market.
Sure, for a minute.
Minute rice, yeah. During the 60s, Jeanette became a grandmother. Jancy in 1964. Hey, Jancy. Scotty in 1966. He's right over here. And Lisa in 1967. Jeanette became adventurous, and believe it or not, she wanted to travel. No. She joined the workforce again. And here she worked for 1 year at the Wooddale Community Church in 1963. Where's Donna Waltrip? She must remember this. Yeah. She worked for $60 a month.
And saw the world.
And saw the world on $60 a month, yeah. She landed a job later at the Wooddale Post Office, 1964, where she remained for 12 years. At this time, the Beatles were popular, as well as hot pants, miniskirts, and Nehru jackets. Vidal Sassoon and Jackie O became household names. Weight Watchers was organized in 1963, Zip Codes in 1964, and the $2 bill in 1966. And we can't forget the Man on the Moon in 1969. Popular TV shows included Bonanza, Marcus Welby, Batman, Green Hornet, Wonder Woman, and Dick Van Dyke. Political figures of the decade included President Kennedy, Johnson, and Nixon. And here's Chris with the 70s and 80s.
I promise it won't last too much. Okay, I'll hurry. In the 70s,
Run for office.
no thanks. In the 70s, Jeanette retired from the post office and she became a grandmother 2 more times. We have Darren, who is in California, 1973, and Ryan, 1976.
All right.
And wish the best for Grandma. They're sorry they're not here.
Are they really?
They're taking care of little Tammy, our little puppy, which, Mom, it's her fault. She went to the market and she was supposed to get groceries and came back with a puppy instead. Anyway, might be to blame. Okay, the mothers' movement was big during this period. Gloria Steinem, Billie Jean King, tennis match with Bobby Riggs, and we have Shirley Temple Black became the U.S. ambassador to England, and the Episcopal Church allowed women priests for the first time in history. Yay for the women. Women priests. Life magazine stopped printing, and the Watergate break-in caused the resignation of Richard Nixon. The world saw 3 popes within a 10-week period in 1978. Pope Paul VI, Pope John Paul I, and Pope John Paul II. Disney World opened in Orlando, and fads of the decade included peasant skirts, ankle bracelets, sundresses, skateboards, oh boy, they're still in, frisbees, we've got scarves for the skateboards, pet rocks, mood rings, and POW bracelets. Popular TV shows included Maude, MASH, and One Day at a Time, to name a few political figures, including President Ford and Carter. The 80s. Have moved to be the most fulfilled for my mother. These are the best of times.
Yay!
She's began an accelerated travel program, which she's not going to stop either. Going to hit the 90s, which has included Europe, Canada, Mexico, the USA, including Hawaii and Alaska and Russia and the Middle East. In her retirement, she enjoys hobbies of reading, doll collecting, and travel. Presently, she has sold her home of 40 years, and this month, Monday, is the D-Day. She has also not stopped there. She's become a member of the Condominium Association, Elizabeth Park in Woodale. Experts say that a person is a product of their environment. There has been more technological advances in the last 75 years than anyone could imagine. My mother has lived through 14 presidents, 4 wars, the Industrial Revolution, the Women's Rights Movement, the Black Movement, and the labor movement of the 30s and 40s. She has lived through development of nuclear energy and nuclear weapons, as well as the electronic age, radios, TVs, telephones, and computers.
How old is she?
35. Can you believe it?
Okay, she has lived through transportation inventions from the Model T to the jetliners and bullet trains. She has seen space exploration from satellites to space shuttles. Jeanette has seen developments in medicine from penicillin to mechanical hearts and heart transplants. Mom, do you feel old? Anyway, Mom has lived through these changing times and has learned and developed with an open mind toward changes during these 75 years. She is a special person. Interesting, you better believe it. Caring and compassionate and sensitive. Happy 75th birthday, Mom.
Light up.
Ooh.
And they all light up.
Would everybody light up their sparkler, please.
We don't have birthday cake, so we're gonna have sparklers and a chorus of happy birthday, Jeanette.
Don't burn the place down, please.
The fire department, beware.
We'll all sing and stand, and this is the final happy birthday here for the 75th birthday. Are we all ready? We better start singing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you.
One more time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you.
I'll sing for She's a Jolly Good Woman. For she's a jolly good woman. For she's a jolly good woman. For she's a jolly good woman.
And nobody can deny.
We want to thank you.
And with that, let's all enjoy ourselves and visit, because we got the place for a little bit longer. But thank you again very much. How long? Who said that? These are the best of times. Mom, again, happy 70th birthday. Mom, we only have about 2 minutes, so you don't have... I know you're dying to get up here and talk.
Hardly wait.
You have more than 2 minutes.
I know.
You have more than 2 minutes.
I just want to thank my children for this great party and for all of you coming here to share it with us. Thank you very much. And it's too much.